ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the House of Animation. The front door is open, so do come on in and enjoy the magic of animation and join us on our journey as we discuss animated films of all kind. I am the handsome bad guy, Ben Gilman. As always, I'm joined by the evil witch whose hat never comes off, even when she's lying down on her bed. It's Tara Chloe.
Hello.
Cowboy.
What?
Cowgirl.
What?
Relevant at this point.
Yeah.
Cool. And we're joined by the very buff-muscled Prince Charming Troy Salmon, Mr. Incredible Joke.
Yes. My adoring public. The most beautiful arms in the world. My God, look at these arms.
Just do it like a homeless man. And today we're here to talk about the. I really hope we never do the video thing again. It's ridiculous. No, it's cool. It's adding more to the humor, I think. So, we're here today to talk about the 2004 Pixar classic, The Incredibles.
Okay.
Really, again, I don't feel like I have to explain the point of this movie because I feel like everyone knows it. I'm going to turn this off.
Hero.
Yeah. So, Mr. Incredible and Elastic Girl live in. They retire. They have to adopt civilian identities and retire to the suburbs. Because the government passes a law. They have 3 children: Violet, Dash, and Jack Jack. They're all superpowers. Bob wants to get back into action when a mysterious communication summons him to a remote island for a top secret assignment. But then he soon discovers it will take a super family effort to rescue the world from total destruction.
So good.
This movie is fucking amazing.
It's amazing. This is one of if there is a 10 out of 10 film anywhere in the Western world, this is it. This is it.
Okay, so like Samuel L. Jackson, this is where he begins to rack up the superhero comic book adaptations, I think.
Yeah.
At this point. He is Frozone. The psychic.
Frozone. Imagine that.
Frozen.
Yeah, so
Let's
like
read the Frozen actually.
play on words. The Afro, then you got the Fro, then you got the Zone. The Frozone. You know what I'm saying?
Frozone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Look at you rapping.
It makes sense. Love his character.
Okay.
You don't see him obviously as much throughout the movie, but he puts in work. Samuel Jackson puts in work in the movie. He does.
He does. He obviously wants to be here.
Yeah.
He has a history actually to himself. Frozen.
Yeah.
When he was young, Mr. Incredible wasn't very nice to him, though he was a number one fan. So he turned to hate them and be a villain.
Oh, Jack. What was his name? When he was what is it called? Syndrome. Was it the villain?
Good name, that.
Syndrome.
I can't imagine what person would use that as a podcast name.
Syndrome.
What's the name? Ed E-Mode is Brad Bird. Absolutely adore this character. I think this is the first time we can put the shorts in. There are various incredible shorts.
Right.
Baby sits the baby. Jack is just, he is like the ultimate X-Man. Powers for days.
That baby has too much power.
Thanos up on his own. Thanos.
What?
Yeah, that baby is too powerful. That baby is OP. She had the gauntlet, like just sitting there, like just born with the gauntlet. So powerful that baby.
The toddler
Yeah.
baby. Toddlers can walk, right? But babies cannot.
Yeah.
So, like Elastic Girl is really like a mum, really sure of herself, really cool.
Yeah, I think she's the wisest of them all, to be honest.
Yeah, she's the one. Yeah, she's the wisest after her
The
family.
problem I have with number 2 is that they reverse it and just have her do the undercover assignment, which I feel is a very lazy sequel, but we'll get to number 2 in time. I think it's okay, but number 1 is perfect.
Yeah, it's like literally perfect.
I do love Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Elastic. No, Mr. Fantastic.
Mr.
Incredible. Names. Mr. Incredible trying to be a proper dad, but breaking the house.
Him going to work a regular job and like just doing paperwork.
Oh, and his stupid car.
His insurance.
Just him behind the tiny car.
It's like this.
Car, right?
It's like this. It's just like.
I can tell he's so miserable inside.
Oh, the little boy who stays outside his house and then he comes home. He's like, I just want to do something incredible. It's just like that. He picks up the car. like, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. To calm back down, let's go into his house.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
funny,
shitting
man.
her and he's like so miserable inside the car.
Oh, jeez. Man's like driving a Skoda. That's hilarious.
Well, when you're used to flying everywhere, taking a really crappy little car to work has got to be a come down.
Yeah.
It's not like he's Bruce Wayne and he has a limousine to be driven around in.
It's a Mr. Bean car, for crying out loud.
Yes,
It's
Mr.
that car.
Mr. Bean car. Yeah, Mr. Bean.
That's to come out of the bloody thing.
Okay, what's the name of Mr. Bean's car? Like the type of car?
Well, I think it was like a
Beetle.
Beetle, wasn't it? Yeah, Beetle.
No, I mean the model of the car.
We just call it a Beetle. So I don't know about the actual make, like an actual like.
Oh, it's a mini, British Leyland Mini 1000 Mark IV.
Oh, it's like a mini. Yeah, it's like a mini. Yeah, a mini Beetle. Sometimes you got the Beetles are like the minis, like the shape of the minis and that the manufacturing that. But yeah, but the thing is, the reason why he's actually got normal jobs now is because literally they've been banned. Superheroes are literally banned now, like actually being superheroes now. So everyone has to get regular jobs.
I'm going to call it now. Marvel stole this idea for Civil War in the comics.
Yes, there you go.
This is the first time it comes up ever.
Regular jobs.
Working
So Scorpio Accords.
Yeah. So they basically Marvel were watching and they stole this idea for films and comics. Just want to point out they are the Fantastic Four. We know, we see it.
Yeah, it's basically the Fantastic Four. Yeah.
The thing.
The first
Well,
family.
that's Mr. Incredible. Mrs. Incredible is Reed Richards. The Invisible Woman is Violet, and the Speedy one, okay, maybe not all the powers of Fantastic Four, is what's his name? The kid. And the Dash. And Jack is basically the original Fantastic Four with the Human Torch and everything else.
Yeah, this really is.
And Cyclops and
he has every power under the sun. He's basically Mr. Reed Richards' son, like Frank. He's basically Franklin Richards. He can do anything, basically.
So what do we think of the bad guy? Because I love Egna. I love the fact that they have
Edna, yes, darling.
Edna.
I made it especially for you. You know. We have leather fireproof, and we have a bulletproof suit over here. That basically at the end is a great character. I love the character.
You do a good impersonation on her.
Imagine dating her, yeah.
Just imagine hearing that voice every day, like yeah.
I wonder what she gets up into in her spare time.
Yeah, you know she's in some S&M business, bro. I'm crazy.
She's kinky, I bet.
Whipping people like kinky, like whipping people like.
Always write backstories for these characters off camera. I love
it. We do all the time, just because.
it just offset. There's a bunch of men all just hung up from the ceiling.
Just hung up in the house, it's like strung up everywhere on the wall. So just people, just the bodies everywhere.
So what do we think of Syndrome? Because he's a bit of a
he's just a big baby. That's what he is, man. It's like Mr. Incredible never signed my autograph.
It's like an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he never brought him along to missions because he wanted to be him or be his like sidekick. You'll say, no, I have no sidekicks, kid. Get out of here. It's one of them things. He just a scorned sidekick. You know?
So, I'm gonna say I love the fact that he does have a good line. You sly dog, you got me monologuing is one of the best lines.
He got me monologuing. That was funny. That was a funny line. Sly dog, you. That was awesome, man. I love it. I like the way Syndrome literally just tested him. Mr. Incredible was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna make you the best hero you can be. I'm gonna test you. But at the same time, he has no qualms. He has no like literally hang-ups about killing people. He actually kills people as well in this movie. People actually die in this movie. Other heroes actually die. He creates these massive robots to terrorize the town, terrorize the city. Kills these high-level heroes that were literally Mr. Incredible's old pals from back in the day, old ex-heroes. So yeah, so this guy's on the killing spree, bro. This guy's a savage. Syndrome is a savage.
But even with Syndrome, it's a strong movie. I mean, like Dash is always hyperactive. I love the fact that Dash is really hyperactive because he's fast.
Yeah, I love that.
That's brilliant. Because obviously, if you run that fast, you get impatient with people, right? It's
Exactly.
Great
Dash is my favorite character in the movie. Dash is my favorite. Your favorite character in the entire movie. He's like, Mom, no, just like blasting around the place. So that's how you do with super speed. If the Flash was like that, that's how you're moving around. You like Jerry, like, you're taking too long over there. You know what I'm saying? You got no time for no one.
Imagine how fast he can master.
No one.
Done.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly, because the people we're talking to is like, I think I saw that in Invincible. I think there was like a speed character in there where you see someone talking in slow motion. That's it, to them. To them, is like someone's talking to you in slow motion. Like, you're taking forever to talk to me, bro. I need to go do something else. That's basically how the speed still look at you. And I like that kind of thing as well. Like, you've got no patience, like ADHD almost. Like,
It's a good thing that the girl has the invisible power, because if it was a guy, he would go off into Locker's changing room.
Yeah.
He would
You, bro.
Yeah, you know that happened. You know that happened.
But Violet's very shy, so her being invisible is like, they're very clever with the powers. Like Violet is very shy, so she feels invisible. Very clever. The mum is very relatable because she has to be flexible for the family.
Yes. I like the way the powers of kind of
has
like
to be the strength.
the family. Yes, the family.
And the baby Jack is unpredictable.
Exactly.
Look at all these powers.
It goes with the traits of a family. That's what it does. It goes with the family. It's the traits.
I've never noticed it until I've just spoken to you now. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. She's got to be doing 10 things at once. She's stretching everywhere. It's like, okay, stop doing that. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. She's like stretching up, tangled up, like contain everything. So that makes sense. It makes sense. All the stuff that they've done. Yeah.
Is it this movie or is it the next movie where she gets a boyfriend? I think it's in this movie, isn't it?
Watch the sequel, yeah.
In the sequel.
Yes, it's not in this one. It's not in this one.
There is a boy she likes, but Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, in the class, yeah. So in the end, they do allude to it, yeah. So she does kind of just, yeah, she actually does kind of, but yeah, but it's still planned to the next movie. It's like in the end scene of the movie where literally like that's it. He goes up to her, he asks her out basically at the end. So that's how it is. But overall, oh my days, this movie is amazing, bro. The animation is like, it's just really good. Old school. It's almost like an old school way of animation. The way I've done it, like 3D is like the old school way of doing it. But it's almost like cell shaded. So it reminds me of a little cell shaded animation. Which I've been doing animation back in uni, so I kind of appreciate stuff like that, like the old school way of how they've done it. But the plot, simple but effective. Heroes, they're ungoverned. Heroes are going out there, vigilantes, saving the world, but at the same time, mistakes can happen.
And I love the fact that the parents decide to let the kids be superheroes.
Yes.
Because they fight it for the longest time.
You know
and
what?
I'm really glad that they just let them get on with it.
Exactly. You know what? It reminds me of as well, like The Boys. When The Boys kind of got their ideas from The Incredibles as well, like The Boys, where they're going around, like literally their powers could kick off at any point. Sometimes the heroes are reckless. You know what I'm saying? People could be dying in the background and they kind of cover it up a little bit because the press is always covering stuff up.
Yeah.
In a way, The Boys kind of take off that and they kind of pull it to the extreme. As they kind of done. So The Incredibles is like the real life implications of what they do as well helps, which I like. You know what I'm saying? The stakes in the movie, you know. So not many Disney or Pixar movies have stakes in it, where they kind of allude to people dying, but they actually never show a skeleton of this hero like actually dead in a cave somewhere. Literally, this hero's just dead in the cave. He's like, Mr. Incredible's like, what the heck is this? Is this? Blah, blah, blah. He has like a little flashback of who the hero was. Like when he was alive, and it's just like, oh my days! It's like, I like that stuff like that. I love it.
I've got some fun facts here. In order to give Dash a realistic, out of breath voice, Brad Bird made Spencer Fox run laps around the studio.
I like that. That's good. Keep him on his toes. Yeah, I like that.
DC Comics objected to the name Elastic Girl due to their character Elastic Girl. A compromise was reached where, outside of the film, promotional materials, etc., Elastigirl will be known as Mrs. Incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, because DC have used that character so much.
Yeah,
and companies do that.
Incredible, it's Elastic. Yeah, Elastigirl. Yeah, it's basically Plastic Man, isn't it? It's basically that's people version Plastic Man, which is DC Comics, which is flipping powerful as heck. If you see the actual powers of like Plastic Man, he's OP, bro. He's powerful as freak.
He's a big boy.
He's powerful. This guy is like, his power is immense. Hardly anyone could stop him. So to take when you see her powers, a true scope of her powers, she's stretching like how much square feet, and covering how much ground. It's mad. Can transform into basically anything. The shapeshifting abilities are like insane. So yeah, so I like the way they use their powers in this movie as well. Like you got like the invisibility, which helps for certain points. You got the elasticity, which helps at certain points where she can create like a parachute. She's flying down. She's like playing a shot in the sky. She's parachuting the whole family down. So the way they use their powers is very creative as well, which I like because they easily could have went the conventional routes of like using their powers for like the most basic, obvious things possible. But I like the way they did their powers. Even when Dash is just running from like people shooting at him. It's like running backwards. It's like it's looking around. It's like guys. He's running around. The little like the Sonic movement. I call it the Sonic. Where he's just running through like the woods, just like dodging with. I'm like, yo,
the background to the Green Hill Zone when he's running around.
That was amazing. That the speed animation of that. Oh my days, is amazing. I love. I just fast forward to that same point. I'm like, yeah, I just want to see Dash just moving through the woods, bro.
This is the first time that they've done a movie through Pixar's done a movie through a human's perspective instead of something else.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really good.
True.
Because you had Fish, Bugs Life, Monsters Inc., Toy Story. So this is the first time they've done a human one.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's good because it seems quite natural. The first Pixar film not to receive an Oscar nomination for its music, that is Daylight Robbery.
That is ridiculous.
It's really got 60s style music to it.
Yeah. It's very old school where it's still classical. Their score, yeah, it's true. It's like it feels old school 60s, yeah, it does. It does feel like 50s, 60s. Kind of old family values, stuff like that. Throughout the movie, which I like. Yeah. When is it actually set? Did they actually say that in the movie?
San Francisco.
It's San Francisco, yeah. So even San Francisco is kind of like an olden time type of place. Even now, it's still kind of like old school.
Yeah.
To go to San Francisco. Yeah.
I've got some more good facts for you. In the whole movie, you can see 35 explosions, 189 buttons being pressed, and approximately 640 shotgun shots.
Shotgun shots. What the heck? Is that all the stuff they're using in like on behind the scenes and that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because there's a lot here, unlike the dragon one, which I had no reference for, so I didn't bring them in. So
that is insane.
Among the superhero names shown on the database, there's a long list.
Oh yeah,
there's to hear how, you ready? Universal Man, isn't that Rob Van Dam? Jean-Claude Van Damme, Universal Soldier.
Universal Soldier.
Psychwave, Everseer, Macrobust, Planage, Blazestone, Downburst, Hypershock, sounds like a tag team, Apongi, Blitzerman, Tradewind, sounds like a farting competition, that one, Vetchus, Gazerbeam, Stormicide, Gammajack, Elastic Girl, Frozone, and Mr. Incredible.
Gammajack sounds tight.
Gammajack
sounds tight.
Wait.
Masturbation.
Wait. When you said Cisco, was it the singer of the Tong song?
Cisco. The funny thing about it, he actually follows me on Twitter. That's why it's funny.
Because I spelled it as CISCO, but that's the name of a company right here.
Sorry, me up, bro. Oh, I said Cisco up there.
No, it was a game we did in karaoke.
Yeah.
We made one of the guys sing the Tong song.
Oh, is it? Oh my days! No. I'll tell you a story. Quick story.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
There's a girl back in primary school. She was called Thong.
THONG.
She was called Thong. Yeah, so when she was spelled, it was spelled. So and then she came the worst time because that's when the height of the actual song came out. And I was like, oh my days! I was like, oh, she came to school the next day. The song dropped, and then it was like literally every day for the longest, and she never got away from it. And I was like, when school ended, she was so glad. She was literally so glad because that's all they would say. Like it got so bad. I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh my.
I guarantee you, she's changed her name since.
No, she literally has the same name, but she had to escape that place, bro. She had to leave, bro. It was bad. It was bad. But the worst time, it was just coincidence. It was just like destiny. It was fate.
So if Cisco ever gets murdered, you know who did it.
Yeah, exactly. Something happens to him, yeah, I know exactly you did it. Trust me.
He's talking about
Trust me.
tongs, panties, G-string. That's what the song is all about.
Fong, 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 fong. So, would you like to know Jack's real name?
Yeah, we can.
It's John Jackson.
John
Jackson.
Right.
So I can't think of anything else because I think we covered. So there's a lot of action in this film because basically it knows when to have the character moments, but it doesn't overdo it on the superpowers.
Yeah, it's true. It doesn't overdo it. It doesn't overhand, like ham it up all the time, like saying they can use powers for this, they can use super strength for that, they can use elastic powers for that. They never do that. They try and resolve it in the most human way possible, which I like. Just use their wits to try and do. I like that. Easy could have went crazy with those powers easily.
Okay, so it is the biggest selling DVD of 2005 with over 17 million copies sold.
Jeez, yeah, I told you they made bank with that movie. They made bank.
Everyone had a copy of this, I think.
Not me.
Everyone. What? Not you? No, what do you mean?
Don't forget, Tara was like, what, 5 when this movie came out? 2?
No, I was 13.
Yeah,
5 or 2.
You know, me and Troy got like a decade on you, so it's obviously
we have got a couple of years.
provide jobs.
I don't remember having it. So the CD, maybe even if I did, could be someone else who bought it, but I don't remember having
it. No man, don't worry about this. Trust me, this was everywhere. This was like the biggest like movie for the longest as well, animation movie for ages. This was it. Incredibles is like the people consider it like probably the like greatest like 3D movie like of all time, which is a very massive praise. Which I think it is as well. To be honest, Incredibles is probably my favorite 3D movie of all time. And I love Toy Story, but from Incredibles.
Do you know when the movie is set?
When? You mean the timeline?
1962.
Ah, yes. That's why you're talking about 60s. Okay.
No,
Oh, wow.
I swear in the sequel they have like iPhones and shit. I might.
Is it? What
they might fuck themselves in the sequel.
It's like probably like an alternate like neo-noir, alternate universe.
I think it's best to go that way, otherwise we're going to be so nitpicky.
Yeah, it's like Gotham and Batman, where it's like set in the past, but they've got phones and like cars. And it's like that. Especially it's like alternate history. Especially is. So I think so.
So what's your favourite?
What?
Oh, I love Dash's "We're dead, we survived, but we're dead."
So are we dead? Are we dead, guys? Are we dead? So no, we ain't dead. We ain't dead, Dash. We ain't dead. That was what he said.
I play the Tong song. Oh.
Oh, what?
The Tong song.
Why are we going back to that again?
I don't know why you're going back to that. I don't know.
I like that song.
Fong, 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 fong.
Wow.
Okay,
So we're going back to the Fong song. Do you want to talk about Fongs?
Yes,
I don't have any. I don't have any experience.
Yeah, we got nothing for that. Yeah, we got nothing for that. We have nothing for that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, they never actually you never actually see Frozone's wife, which is funny. You see Samuel Jackson literally just walking around like, "Hey, you see my suit? If you see my suit, it's like, yeah, no, it's imagine of like Tom and Jerry, where literally you never see her face."
Are you saying Frozone looks like Cisco?
Oh my god! Wait, oh my gosh, what's going on, Ben? What's going on right now?
I don't know. Sarah's the hat is blocking the sun from her. Because I hate to be that person. Is it because he's black?
Oh my god!
The style is it? The style.
Ben. But yeah, it reminds me of when Frozone's wife.
Yeah, the style, alright.
If anything, Frozone's hair reminds me of Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man with not the blonde.
Oh yeah, he has a Demolition Man hair.
With the frosty hair.
From someone like most video games and animated characters, they get it from a model.
I've written down here. Edna says, "I think to Mr. Incredible, my God, you've gotten fat." That was a great line.
Hey, my God, you've gotten fat, Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, Dash gets quite annoying in the car because he's like we talked about his slowness. He gets annoyed with it, and he goes off at Mr. Incredible when they're in the RV. Are we there yet? And Mr. Incredible just gets angry. We get there when we get there.
Yeah, we get there when we get there. So be quiet and sit down.
Oh my god.
What's up?
Eh.
I love
We
it
do
when
that.
Syndrome basically says to Mr. Fantastic, "Oh, you and Elastic Girl got busy."
Yeah, you got busy. Ah, you got
It's
busy.
one of those jokes that goes over the kid's head. The dirty.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the things that, and that's the thing about this movie. This thing has so much innuendos in it. If you're not like a certain age, you're not gonna get it. And that's the thing they slid it in there in this movie. There's so much like lines in this movie where you're like, oh snap, for real? They're saying that with kids there? What? Like that's not serious. Oh my gosh, trust me. Like
Ed the Mode. I love the bit where Helen's with her, Mrs. Incredible, and he goes, Ed the Mode, and then the gun points at Mrs. Invincible, and guessed. That is some technology there to protect herself.
That was awesome, man. When I love the bit when she's like when Elastigirl is literally just like she thinks that Bob's cheating on her. That woman because she's doing secret missions. Remember with Syndrome had him do missions.
Yeah.
You know with Syndrome. So it was like, hey, wait, who's that on the phone? Who is that? And then she goes to see Edna because Edna said not to because Bob told her Edna not to say anything to the wife. So she goes to the place and is like, oh, wait, what's going on? And then she goes, no, wait, darling, don't worry about it. Maybe you have to talk to him yourself, darling. And then wait, in the meantime, I have a suit for you as well, because literally at the same time she's building suits for Mr. Incredible. So like he can't fit in his old suit because he's too fat now. And she's literally the same way. She hasn't got any like really bigger hips. Her hips are a little bit bigger. That's about it. So they're building all these suits, like stretching out the suits, putting flames in the suit, bullets going in this. That's why I loved it. She's amazing. She's an amazing guy.
I think she should get her own movie. I would watch.
Oh my day, she actually should.
Why is Edna not meeting up with the Avengers, the Marvel Universe?
I'll be so funny if they actually did something like that as well, like a crossover where they got someone who looks like a live action version of Edna.
That to me, it would
bro.
Internet.
Edna like live action with literally talking to Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark and they were like, darling, this iron is so last year. You know what I'm saying? Just like just updating his armor. That's like some next grade. That'd be funny as heck. I'll be dying. That'd be funny as heck. Iron Man armor is so last year. That'd be funny as heck. Yeah, that'd be a great crossover. I like that. That'd be tight.
So Tara, have you got anything else to add that you want to point out?
Not much.
The witch is in total darkness.
Yes.
Yeah, we've done the last 4 episodes of video, and it's very interesting to see what the other 2 get up to.
You've got a candle, guys. You've got a candle.
Yeah, Tara's done some stuff today.
Yeah, she's doing some spells in the background, guys.
Done 4 in a row, and Tara's. I'm getting a view into Tara Chloe's world. Interesting. I feel like we're in the middle of a seance right now.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm literally
Don't you be bringing the devil on that Luigi board.
Exactly. I'm a Christian boy. I'm a Christian boy. I'm a little Christian boy.
I'm a Buddhist boy. I don't do devil.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I like horror movies, but I am not into Luigi boards. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too much.
It's always funny when it happens to other people.
Exactly. It happens to you, boy. Yeah, you don't want it to happen. You don't want it to happen to you. That's for sure. Oh god. But yeah.
Is that real? Oh, it's not. That flame looks so realistic. Anyway, Tara, about Incredibles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tara, what do you think about Incredibles?
I think this movie is alright. So far for me, it so doesn't really stand out actually. But the only thing that I really liked was the force field power thingy.
Oh, which one? So that was the power you said.
Yeah, the daughter. Yeah.
Oh, Violet. Oh, you like Violet?
I don't particularly like her character, but I like her powers.
Oh, her powers are decent. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her powers are more classic though. Invisibility. Ooh, and flipping was it force fields?
Also, character-wise, I think will be the mom.
That's plasticity. That is a great power. I gotta admit, you can do so much with that ability. I'm not like, you can do so much with
I mean,
that. You go there, Ben. Ben, don't go there. Don't go
if
there.
I
Ben.
was invisible,
Okay.
I just avoid awkward meetings with people that I don't like homeless people coming up for money or drugs. Vroom.
Yeah.
Oh, if I was invisible, I don't know what I'll do. Snoop on people.
That sounds ominous. You sound like Hollow Man right there.
I would definitely rob a bank if I was invisible.
You rob a
Yeah,
bank.
pretty much.
Who's gonna find out who did it? No one.
Rob a bank. Oh god.
That'd be
But
great.
no, the one thing is like
Man.
I go in there, but that'd be annoying.
Oh, if you've seen The Invisible Man, the horror movie, you should go watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Great movie. Absolute stonker of a movie.
They did so well in that movie, so well.
That's not what. That is what not to do if you were the Invisible Man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what to do.
That's quite scary, right? How did he become invisible again? But I know he's a pervert. Right? He was spying on the girl and he tried to rape her, something like that.
Yeah, we can't go there, Ty. This is not podcast.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna break down the Invisible Man right now.
We can talk about your exes all day long and make jokes about dildos and all that, but we're not going to go into raping territory. I don't think we'll ever get there, except if we do Perfect Blue, because then we're in trouble.
Perfect Blue.
Yeah, we should do that movie soon.
Perfect Blue. That is a good movie. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, go on, Ben.
Then we can talk about rape. No, that's not.
Oh, that far. This podcast went too far. We went too far, guys. Disclaimer,
This
guys.
podcast always goes too far. We've got an email. So should we rank this bad boy, because I think we've done half an hour.
Let's rank. We milked this dry. Let's rank it, guys. Let's rank it.
Okay, I'm gonna go 9.4.
What do you guys?
No,
Go on, Tara. I'll let Tara go next.
Because I don't find it particularly special or anything, so.
I'm gonna shut this podcast down in a second if I hear a bad number. Joking, I'm not going to. What's your score, Tara?
6, I just said it. Right.
It's a what?
A 7. 6.
Yeah. Because I don't find it
sick.
special.
You're ahead. 6.
6. What's 6? Okay.
Tara, we have to
That
talk
was
scoring
6.
system.
Damn.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
6. Not even a 6.5. You just stick to the 6. Okay.
Damn, Tara, you're a harsh critic. Woo.
Wow, 6. You know.
What?
What? Okay, so before Troy gives his score, what did you give it a 6 for? What do you not like about it?
I don't know. It feels like a generic superhero movie to me, and all the superhero movies.
Now, my question is: have you just seen it for the first time, or did you see it when it first came out?
I saw it when it first came out. Then I saw it again.
Right. So it's not a case of I've watched all these Marvel movies. Oh, this is a bit wank.
Maybe it's a bit like that.
Because I'm coming from a guy that watched it when it originally came out and watched it again. I still think it's original, like in terms of a superhero family. Marvel's not really doing that.
But yeah, last time I think it was quite long ago, so I don't remember what I felt back then when I watched it. So I
This
think
is why I told you to rewatch these things before we meet up.
yeah, but I watched it again after that.
Tara,
Because things like this, if you can't remember it, that's why I literally always refresh myself. Like, just
Yeah, I watched it again before the podcast.
Tara does her own rules apparently now, so we have
rules, yeah.
unpredictable Tari Chloe.
Wrong matches. Okay, I see you, Tara.
Yeah.
So, Troy,
Yeah.
to you. What's
Okay, for me, I already said this was like my favorite British 3D movie of all time. So, you know what it's getting from me? It's getting a 10, baby.
Man, even your tens, this last recording block, Troy's got quite happy with the 10s.
Yeah, I'm got, hey, there need to be 10s. There need to be 10s. And
Is that the third movie in 4 you've done that?
that's the third 10 because I gave Aladdin a 10, Spirited Away a 10, and this a 10.
I won't be reaching for many 10s in my lifetime on this show. I'm going to tell you that right now. When I bring out a 10,
10 over 10.
it's kind of a big deal when I bring out a 10.
So that's be special for me to get 10. That's be special, man. Special.
Yep.
Okay, we have an email from Jessica. All women. We don't have any dudes.
Yeah.
From New Jersey. Let me I'm reading it off the screen here. Yeah, so she's a big fan of the House of Animation podcast. Does wonder when we will do Cars, which is why I brought it up to you earlier.
Oh, okay.
Because what I do is I break the episode. I save some emails for when it's appropriate. So I thought we'd talk about Cars before we started recording today because I had my reason. Okay. So let's be honest, guys. What we're going to do with Cars? We're going to do them all together in one episode because we don't really like Cars and we think we're just going to cover it. She says it's a terrible film. Also, she agrees. Because of her, and these are her words, boneheaded brother. The little shit is her words again. When he was younger, always watched Cars all the time, and she had to babysit him, so she hates Cars 1 to 3. She thinks it's the worst, easily worst Pixar films of all time, and so we decided we're just going to do Cars 1, 2, and 3 together, and just shit on them from a great height. Okay. Maybe around August time or September time. We're going to do one big special Cars special so that we get them out of the way. I do not want Cars 2 and 3 coming back.
Yeah. We don't want them on there with this podcast. We don't want them, man. Nah.
We're going to give them a fair chance.
We're going to get them out of the way, guys.
But I definitely, where Cars 1 is dismissive, 2 and 3 are absolutely hated by everyone. So, God help us, we're doing Cars 1, 2, and 3, aren't we?
Oh, man, I'm gonna be history torture. Hellish.
Kill me now. Kill me now.
Jeez. It's too much, man. It's too much, bro. You're killing me.
Maybe we should just record them on the next recording.
Whew.
And get them out of the way.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Jessica. Jessica!
Jessica! Oh, yeah, Peppa Pig.
Jessica!
I watched that the other day as well, literally, because I'm Peppa Pig. I watched that, the skit, the actual little clip. Like,
in Tennant, whenever there's a Jessica character in his show, he always has been creepy. So it's like Jessica. It's a joke. It's something only I've noticed recently.
Running joke, man. I saw Peppa Pig, man. When someone did that Peppa Pig on YouTube, I was dying.
Jessica.
He's like da 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 with their friend playing the piano. Da da da. It's like Jessica. That was amazing.
Troy, I think you've given it a 10. I've given 9.4. Yeah. I would give the sequel maybe lower, but I'm beginning to think it was better. It was still quite good.
Yeah.
Lazy plot point of having Elastigirl do the same shit, and Tara just hates it. Well, it's average for Tara. I would say
it's average for me.
It's not like the time I gave Pinocchio a 3 or a 4 and started World War 3. That was a moment in time. Cards gonna get a 2.
When Ben gave me that, I was like, "Oh, Ben, come on, bro. How could you do that?" Pinocchio.
You picked it.
Oh gosh.
So, that's it for now. So please get out of our house before we call Egna and she sucks you through a vacuum in the wall. Either get out,
now, darlings.
You have to get out, or you go in Egna's S&M room and get tied up.
Yeah, you don't want to be there. Trust me, you ain't coming out.
She lives here. We know her stuff. So either get out or go. Now, get up. It says goodbye from me.
Bye for me.
Bye.
Yeah, that's it. Get out. Or I will put you in the ball game room. Right. Bye.